I really appreciate everyone showing up for the meeting tonight. When we started here on this after the counselors meeting, I thought we might have 15 or 20 show up, so I really am thankful you guys showed up and had an interest here. I think that spun out of this counselors meeting, basically is the reason we're here, some of the things that came out. I pulled up some statistics here, but I'm not going to use those. I'm going to use the kind of the speech I used at the counselors meeting. It's called the Chief Webb Let's Get Real Bolivar speech. And I'll tell you, I've been very supported by the Board of Aldermen, Mayor Best, and Mr. Chappell in my 9 months of being chief here. They have supported me 100%, so I got here again looking for resources because I saw immediately that there was issues with child abuse, domestic violence, mental health issue. I get a stack of reports. I now read every report that comes through this police department that my officers work, and I could tell instantly that there was issues here, and then I identified we had training needs. I just graduated 5 people from CSI Friday out of Joplin, Missouri State Southern University. I'm sending my officers to receive state-of-the-art current training and best practices wherever I can send them. I think Mr. Chappell's already left, but he's already cautioned me about spending all my budget on training already. But you've got to bring the expertise. You get one chance to investigate these, and if you blow it, if you don't do it right, going back on a cold case or trying to go back and reinvestigate it is almost impossible. So I've had great support. I'm not going to use any names, but I'd like to tell you some of the things that I'm seeing here since I've been here. I retired off Springfield after 28 years. I took a chief job in Marionville, Missouri. I thought it would be kind of like Andy and Barney. You know, Andy would bring me some cobbler at noon, but it turned out they had just the same issues, maybe not as many as Springfield and not as many as Bolivar. I've come to Bolivar, I see some of the same things and some of the, I'm not going to say it's a pattern, but I see that that's old so-and-so, and they've always been like that. Some of that comes from the small town posts. Everybody knows everybody, or they know grandpa's farm, or the Jones place down the road. That's some of the stuff that is unique to a small community, and I enjoy very much being part of the community here and seeing this. But some of the things we're seeing, your kids have technology now. The high school kids have iPhones and iPads and all these tablets, and guess what that does? And I'm going to let Ms. Shipman here talk about, she's from ICAC, the Internet Crimes Against Children's Task Force. I'm going to give her some of my time because here's the reality is, your kids are now open to predators from throughout the world, not just in Missouri, not just in Bolivar. They're now open to, they can reach out and touch our kids right through these machines. Some of the parents are in the room. I've asked a few of them that I know. I said, hey, you're paying your kid's cell phone? Oh, yes, I'm paying it. Well, you know what's on your child's cell phone? No, but they're good kids and they wouldn't have anything. Well, guess what? And I see Bob here from Missouri State Highway Patrol, Troop D. He may be able to be a resource here for some of you guys. He's kind of, I don't know if you said you're a techie nerd, but he's a techie guy. So the kids have a lot more expertise in these, and they know how to hide their partially clad photos, maybe of classmates or whatever, on their equipment. And if you don't have most parents are at a disadvantage. They don't know how to get in there and find that on their kids' phones. But 2 of the 3 parents that I asked, well, guess what? And one of them even told me, he said, I may never be able to look at my kid the same after finding all these photos. So I'm just saying, here's the reality. If you think we're immune from this in Bolivar, we're not. And I don't want to set up here and scare people. I don't want to set up here and, I'm going to let her do that. I'm going to be the nice guy. She's going to be the good cop, bad cop.
Great.
Okay. So we've got the plan here, but I just want you to know some of the things. And again, we had some students here in our school that were meeting up with a 40-year-old guy, and he was trading marijuana and booze in order for them to pose for photos. And just recently we worked on a case where some cyberbullying was going on, and a young lady was to the point where she was about ready to commit suicide because the people were getting on her and basically berating her and belittling her and how worthless she was. This stuff is going on in Bolivar today. I mean, it's happening within the past week, and who knows what's going on because these crimes are underreported. We don't really know the extent of how vast and how widespread these incidents are. And again, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I just want you to know what I see. I'm your chief. I'm very honored to be selected to serve as your chief, and I feel that you've got to work with the community. I've been trying to build partnerships along with, I see several people here, again with Danielle here at the House of Hope, and I see all the great things that are going, and I think this is going to give us an opportunity maybe to work together and maybe take it from this point forward and build something great here in Bolivar to help people and make this really a truly great place to live and raise their families.